Do you want to speak English like a native? Stay with me because today, I'll show you the secret to understanding and speaking English fast. By the end of this video, you'll know the tricks natives use to sound fluent and natural. Don't miss it. Have you ever felt that native speakers talk too fast? You're not alone. Many people struggle with this. It can be frustrating when you're trying to understand a conversation, watch a movie, or even follow along in a meeting, and everything just seems too fast. But here's the truth. Native speakers don't actually speak faster than you. They just connect their words differently. Maybe you've spent hours studying grammar and vocabulary, but when it comes to real conversations, you still feel lost. You might understand individual words, but when they are strung together, it sounds like one long, confusing word. This can be discouraging and make you feel like you'll never be able to speak or understand English fluently. Today, I will reveal the techniques that natives use to connect their speech. With these tips, you can sound like a native speaker too, and finally understand what they're saying without constantly asking them to slow down or repeat themselves. Native speakers often link words together, use contractions, omit sounds, and change sounds to speak smoothly and quickly. This can make their speech hard to understand if you're not used to it. But don't worry, I'm here to help. We'll also practice with real sentences. I'll demonstrate how a simple sentence can sound very different when spoken by a native speaker. By the end of this video, you'll be able to recognize and use these techniques yourself. So why is this important? Because it will help you to sound more fluent and natural. It also makes it easier to understand native speakers. When you learn these tricks, English will feel less like a foreign language and more like a natural way to communicate. Are you ready to start this journey? Let's dive in and learn how to speak English like a native speaker. Connected speech. Connected speech is how we speak in normal conversations. We link words together, and sometimes we change or skip sounds. This makes talking faster and smoother. For example, going to becomes gonna, and do you becomes dia. Learning connected speech helps you understand and sound like native speakers. First, let's look at a simple phrase. What do you do? If we say each word slowly, it sounds like this. What do you do? But native speakers don't talk like this. They connect the words. Listen to this. What do you do? Can you hear the difference? What do you do becomes what do you do? The words are connected smoothly. Another example is the phrase, do you want to go? Slowly, it sounds like this. Do you want to go? But native speakers say, do you want to go? Listen carefully. Do you want to go becomes do you want to go? Another example is, I am going to go shopping. Natives would say, I'm going to go shopping. Hear the difference? I am going to changes to I'm gonna. This makes the sentence shorter and faster. Instead of I am going to, you say I'm gonna. It's the same meaning but sounds more natural. Let's look at another example. I am going to eat dinner becomes I'm gonna eat dinner. See how it sounds smoother? Practicing these contractions will help you sound more like a native speaker. One more example is the phrase, I am going to do it. Slowly, it sounds like this. I am going to do it. But native speakers say, I'm gonna do it. Listen, I am going to do it becomes I'm gonna do it. Connecting words like this helps you sound more fluent and natural. Instead of saying each word separately, try to link them together. This makes your speech smoother and easier to understand for native speakers. Remember, practice is key. The more you practice connecting words, the more natural it will become. Try to listen to native speakers and notice how they link their words. Then, try to imitate them. Using these techniques will not only help you speak faster, but also understand native speakers better. Sound skip. Sometimes, natives omit certain sounds to make speaking faster. For example, let me give you something becomes let me give you something. Let me changes to lemme, and you changes to ya. This makes the sentence quicker and easier to say. Another example is give me a break. Natives would say, gimme a break. Give me becomes gimme. These small changes help make your speech sound more fluent. Listen to how natives speak and try to copy how they omit sounds. Sound changes. Did you know that in American English, the T sound in the middle of a word often sounds like a D? For example, butter sounds like butter. Let's look at some more examples. Water becomes water. Better sounds like better. This change happens because it's easier and faster to say. Instead of saying butter with a clear T, say butter. Try it with water. Instead of water, say water. And better becomes better. These small changes make your speech sound more natural and fluent. Let's put it all together. Listen to this sentence. I'm going to go out to Walmart. Do you need anything? Now let's say it like a native speaker. I'm going to go out of Walmart. Do you need anything? Can you hear how the words connect and some sounds change? I'm going to becomes I'm gonna, and go out to becomes go outa. Also, do you changes to dia. This makes the sentence sound smoother and more natural. Practicing sentences like this will help you understand and speak English better. Let's try another example. Listen to this sentence. She is going to meet us at the cafe. Do you want to join? Now, let's say it like a native speaker. She's going to meet us at the cafe. Do you want to join? Can you hear the changes? She is becomes she's, and going to becomes gonna. Do you changes to do, and want to becomes wanna. This makes the sentence flow more smoothly. Practicing sentences like this will help you sound more fluent and understand native speakers better. Chunking. Chunking means learning and using common phrases or chunks of language instead of single words. This helps you speak more naturally and fluently. For example, instead of learning the word thank, learn the phrase thank you very much. Or instead of good, learn have a good day. By using these chunks, you won't have to think about each word when you speak. It becomes automatic and natural. Here's another example. Instead of just knowing the word busy, learn the phrase I'm really busy right now. Or instead of help, learn can you help me with this? These chunks make your English sound more like a native speaker. Try to notice these chunks when you listen to English. Write them down and practice using them in your conversations. This will make your English smoother and easier to understand. If you found these tips helpful, in my next video, I'll show you how to learn English effectively. Click on the link to watch it now and continue your journey to mastering English. See you next time.